Hold on, what the f?
The car would be impounded. You'd probably go to jail for reckless driving.
Good morning from DDHQ. This is our last day with activities out of the block. The reason being, we're finally embarking on the reason we came here, which is for Monterey Car Week. So it's become this annual thing where it's become Monterey Car 2 weeks because we do a whole week in advance in LA, getting warmed up, hanging out with the DDE boys, capturing the incredible Californian car culture. But then we go up for the main event, which is of course Monterey Car Week. We've got Quail, we've got Koenigsegg Villa, we've got Exotics on Broadway. For the first time that I've ever attended is Motorlux, which is, imagine an event which is jets punctuated by supercars. So we've got all of this to come. We're going to take you along for the wild, crazy stuff that unfolds over the next week. So be sure to subscribe, and when you do, hit the little bell so you get to know first when new content goes live. These guys are in the house. PFS are here hooking up all of the cars with DDE livery, Gumball livery, and that's the important thing, right? So we're on a road trip now, and as you may or may not know, DDE have collaborated with Gumball 3000, which I absolutely love because it is a family company. For anyone who doesn't know, my brother-in-law is the founder of Gumball 3000, Maximilian Cooper, and it warms my heart to see friends so close to me on both sides getting involved with a brand and an adventure that I love so much. So we're going to take you along as we do, try and immerse you in the craziness that is the build-up. So the guys from PFS are applying all of the branding on here. So we've got Hard Rock, DDE, PFS of course. BAC guys, BAC are a company back home in the UK, famous for making the Mono, which is this crazy single-seater, dare I say it, road legal race car. Hopefully we'll catch up with those guys when we're in Monterey. The cars are piling in. So I think on the full convoy up here, we're estimating about 30 cars. Dave's,
Hey James, it's really good to see you. How are you doing?
Dave's doing business.
I'm doing business
time.
Hey Dad, no.
Also, since I've been out here, I'm not sure if it's the California sunshine or whatever, but I'm really getting the itch for either an 812 or an F12. I saw a stunning Rosso Mugello F12 at the Cars and Coffee event on Saturday. Just looked timeless. It's almost like the aesthetic has come full circle. And then when I see an 812 Superfast in front of me, I did have this sort of irrational chat with myself that actually F12s are maybe better than an 812, and would I consider one of those and have it as a bit of a project car and see what we can do to improve it. Hey man, how are you doing? We got friends too. How you doing, dude? Great to see you. Are you all set?
Oh, yes. I just packed a bag and decided to come this morning.
Fantastic. What, this is like a last minute thing? You weren't planning on it?
No.
I love that.
I said no, that I wasn't going to go, and then changed my mind.
So woke up with FOMO and thought, forget this, let's go.
Yeah.
They're always the best.
So,
Are you on Gumball next month?
Yes.
Oh, buddy. What car have you sent over?
An F8.
Nice. That's going to be perfect for it.
Yeah, it's like, I almost dangled that, so.
Yeah, that'll be amazing. I haven't got a car yet for Gumball.
Uh-oh.
I'm dead serious.
I'm sure if anyone could solve it, you can.
Well, I've been trying to solve it for the last few days. It's not that I don't have a car, it's that I didn't submit the documents in time because the car that I had coming wasn't built.
Yeah.
So it got delayed, so now I don't actually have a car, and my co-driver is none other than Max himself. So the guy that runs the rally also doesn't have a car. So yeah, good people, good cars, good weather. We got a stripper in the car park. Oh no, it's a pro skateboarder. It's all good. Buddy, it's been a real pleasure.
I'll see you when you get back, right?
You will, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Right, guys,
check out this guy. Volume 2 Wraps,
Yes.
California. These guys do some incredible work, including Dave's new crazy Bentley. This is another car which has recently pulled at the inquisitive strings, is what I would say. Again, naturally aspirated, V12, twin clutch box. The proposition of the Lusso is even more appealing. There's something about it. I really love it. Particularly back home in the UK, a lot of the time our weather conditions aren't always conducive to putting, you know, 800 naturally aspirated horsepower from an 812 Superfast to the tarmac. Whereas in a Lusso, you got 4-wheel drive. It's pretty much the same engine, pretty much the same twin clutch box. Puts the power down. Okay guys, well, good morning and welcome to DDE headquarters in Compton, Los Angeles. You guys know that Gumball's coming up this year, 25th anniversary in September, a month away. We're starting in Saigon, in Vietnam, and finishing in Singapore. Thank you guys for the support always. All right, it's time to roll. It's getting pretty official. Right, I've got to remember some of the subtle nuances of this car. Key in, ignition on, don't turn it over, immobilizer, and turner. Woo! Oh, a whole week of Gintani V12 naturally aspirated Lamborghini Symphony. Dude, this looks awesome. Have you just had it done? Looks like a jet. So cool. Looks like the fuselage of like some glossed out aircraft. You want to sell this car? You sell it to me, yeah. I'm driving it straight to the port.
Too real, hit it with a rhyme. 10 songs, cause it's cold in the winter time. I'm a boss, yeah, you know that I'm finished.
Listen to it. The funny thing about seeing your own car drive, it's the weirdest thing. It very rarely happens being in a convoy and somebody else driving your car. I know this is his favorite car, so it means a lot to be in it. I mean, you know, we're just within a couple of miles. I can tell why it's his favorite car. It's just insane.
Are you gonna get one?
Yeah, I'm getting this one. I just told you. You ain't getting this one back.
As much as you could easily replace the DDE at the back to the JWW LM, I have a tracker on that car. I will follow you home.
Listen, man, you can come home and use it anytime, dude. I'll take real good care of it. You know, as a road car, going back to lap times not being important and just having good times over lap times, you can see why Lambos appeal so much. It's just packed full of theatre. You don't have to go fast to keep it fun. That's what it's all about. Okay, audience, wonderful people. We have really got some thinking to do. On this trip so far, thought about getting back into an F12, maybe getting into an 812 for the first time. I think we scrap it all. Go old school manual NA V12. Now, don't get me wrong, even the price of a decent 812 is not going to find me a right-hand drive manual LP car. We could go pre-LP, 6.2 litre, that's what this is, and it's spectacular. Have to do some work to it. I mean, Damon's nailed the styling. He's got that GT1 inspired body kit on it, big wing, massive diffuser, BBS alloys. This is the most essential thing. So regardless of where we end up, if it's an F12, an 812, a Lambo, Gintani, we need to talk. So one of the really strange things I find is watching your own car driving down the road.
It's actually, I was like, even for you, it's hard for me. I mean, I'm not. I don't let anybody drive this car.
It means a lot, dude. And I can see why, like being in it as well, I can see why it's your favorite and why it means so much to you.
I have a bit of scar tissue because I've already had one destroyed.
I know.
It's like the Senna. It's not that I'm trying to be a prick, but like it's a rule at DD. Like Dave can drive anything, but he can't drive the Senna. You know, actually, sorry, and this.
And this.
These two cars are off limits. The reason why you get it is because you offered me your Senna, and I'm like, man, I wouldn't even give you my Senna if you came here.
You got no fuel filler cap on this? Or did someone just not put it back in? I'm guessing that's supposed to be there, based on the look on your face.
Hey, Dave! Someone stole it at the event.
Are you joking?
Well, because the door doesn't lock. Someone probably opened it up and saw it and took it.
Do you know something? I remember you pointing that billet cap out to me on the video, so I know it was there.
Of course it was there. I'd never put gas in my car and not put it on because you have to close the cap and take the gas like. So literally the video before this was the most disrespectful thing that I've ever seen at a car event. Don't get me wrong, the hit and run is worse than someone stealing a fuel cap, but seriously, who steals a man's fuel cap? All right. All that. That's cool.
James, you did that, didn't you?
I've never filled this car before.
You just did. You just slid it under there. Hey, title thumbnail. We already got one, man. We revealed it.
First of all, I organized someone to break your window. Then I organized someone to steal your cap.
Dude, it just hit me. I was like, hold on. What if it fell in the vent? And I looked in there and I saw it upside down.
No way.
Way in the back.
Okay, take it all back. Jump to a conclusion. And nobody stole it. And It was just stuck in the air vent. We're sorry, fictitious criminal. We really thought you took it.
I just was like, you know.
That's the only
by the way,
explanation
this
at the time.
this doesn't lock anymore. This is supposed to pop up and pin stuck in there.
Right.
So it's always unlocked.
We've just come off the back of a very rowdy block party, and it was the first thing that jumped to mind.
For the record,
Yeah.
I've had that cap stolen off my first Gallardo.
Okay.
So
Precedent.
it's not scar tissue, guys. And also,
Muscle memory.
I don't like people driving behind me anymore after I got rear-ended either.
I love it, man. It is absolutely absurd. Do you think it suits me? I'm trying to persuade Damon it suits me. I'll take it off his hands. Oh my god, what a machine, man! It's so good! It literally makes you feel alive. Dude, if you're a petrolhead, this is life, man. This is living. I gotta tell you, this is absolutely ludicrous. I think this is the epitome of everything that I like about cars. This is probably one of the best embodiments of the reason that I love cars. So in the area that we're in now, we just crossed over into Malibu. And when I first started coming to LA, the wonderful celebratory car scene would embrace me with open arms and show me the ropes. Just up here on the right is an incredible driving road called Topanga Canyon. There's been some amazing car launches over the years, photo shoots, etc. But it works its way up into these hills and mountains, and it overlooks this massive ocean vista. But it's like dry, hot asphalt with red rock cliff faces, and it's tight, twisty, with iridescent yellow stripes on hot black asphalt. And it is like driving Nirvana that isn't too far out of LA, right? And that oceanside there, that's the backdrop. If you come up here just before sundown, driving bliss. Some of the best drives I've ever had anywhere in the world. We have a cop or inside here.
Oh, it is definitely a cop.
There's a cop here. I mean, cops in LA really know who DD are. The clutch is just starting to take its toll.
On the right side, at least you're gonna have one big cab.
This howl. They're a bit more like raspy. I think it's the firing order of the cylinders, and the angle of the bank, and then obviously the Hardy pipe. Very cool. One of the things that's a little bit confusing about Lamborghini's naming strategy, a lot of the cars are named after famous Spanish fighting bulls. So you'd be forgiven for scratching your head going, why does this Italian dude keep naming his Italian cars after Spanish fighting bulls? Well, it was because Ferruccio Lamborghini, who was the founder of Lamborghini way back when they used to build tractors, birth sign, his zodiac, as it were, was a Taurus, which is of course represented by the bull. It was representative of like strength and honor and resilience, and so he was sort of honoring that theme and naming it throughout his cars. Weirdest thing about the Murcielago is that in Spanish, despite the fact that the name is like this long, Murcielago means, wait for it, bat. Bat. But apparently, way back in the day, I'm talking like mid-1800s, there was a fighting bull which was named early Murcielagos were offered in manual, and then early LP640s, which was the sort of facelift successor to this car, were offered in manual. After that, the mid to late production ranges of Murcielago platforms were all E-gear, including the Super Veloce, the LP670. Now, the total production number of Murcielagos was just shy of 4,100 cars. For some context as to how rare these are, it's estimated that Lamborghini made between 200 and 400. There's not necessarily an official figure. I'm sure Lamborghini has it somewhere, but let's just split it in the middle and say 300 cars. Less than 10% of the entire production numbers of Murcielagos were manual. Of that, right-hand drive, probably less than 10% of the overall manuals were right-hand drive, and of that, in the SV, there was less than 10. I heard there was like 8 manual SVs, which do exist out there somewhere. There's a final edition manual LP670 Super Veloce. Those things are unicorn Murcielago platforms.
Explain that, James, again.
That is insane.
Wait, slow down. What the f?
That's insane. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
The moment he switches on the police lights, the Cybertruck that was behind James booted it. Just booted it. Just went like as if he'd done a bank robbery, right? That type of thing. Just booted it.
I think he's coming up on me now. Oh, he's put his lights on. In case.
Alright.
Hello. Hi. I'm stopping you today because an officer had you going over 100. Over 100? Yeah, with Tesla, the Cybertruck. But that guy was not with us. What he was doing or why he was... No, I don't know. The car would be impounded. You'd probably go to jail for reckless driving. Okay, if I saw it, that's how it would be going. Right. I didn't see it. Okay. The officers gave me the information and your car and plate and everything, and I saw you here on 68, so I made the stop. It's car week, I get it, it's a Lamborghini, it's fast, it's fun, don't drive reckless. I appreciate it. Okay? I appreciate that. No way that did he get us for 100. And that was a convenient, my colleague's not here right now. Well, if you'd have got me on a radar, he doesn't need to be here. You've got it on a radar. Yeah. But he didn't have it on a radar.
He wasn't a bad guy. He seemed like a nice guy, to be fair.
No, he was fine. He was fine. No. There was no way we were doing 100 on radar. There's no way.
The guy in the Cybertruck is still there because he couldn't get his colleague, so he was outside of the car. His colleague was still outside of the car, busy with that Cybertruck.
So he assumed that the Cybertruck was with us. I was like, I don't know that guy. I thought he's been following us for a while. I have no idea who the guy is.
Yeah, that's
and
why
he's
they
like,
pulled
the
us.
Cybertruck's not with you? Like, nope, nothing to do with me.
And it's just like in the car park with a backdrop of jets. But I would say this is above average event. We made it, man. That was the longest drive to Monterey I've ever had.
Yeah?
Ever. Yeah. I mean, still thoroughly enjoyable because that car truly made my day.
Yeah, I
but
thoroughly hate every second of it, to be honest. Because I was stuck.
Honestly, that was an unbelievable car. Unbelievable machine.
Sounded unbelievable.
I'm so thankful that
I am so bloody jealous. I am not gonna lie. I've been like,
it's as special as it looks. It is, honestly. So, if you were to build a jet, would you have it with plenty of seats for friends and family, or would you have an area? I'd like the idea of a lounge area.
So
I'd have an area.
We were on the Challenger 85, which is so that was just a seating area. I'm in a private jet, so I sell courses when you're in a private jet. Yeah. That's what you do, right? So you have.
That's what you do.
But the thing is,
that's what you do.
The thing is, you need to have a plane than that, right? You need
There
a
you
really
go.
cheap plane. That wasn't a cheap plane. I didn't pay. I can't afford that. It is
That's
what it is.
fabulous.
We were full blast smoking cigars. It was
On
funny.
board.
Oh yeah,
You're
look.
joking.
It was really funny.
The best bit by far has got to be coming and going as you please.
Yeah.
No security, no hassle, no limitation on bags.
No.
You don't have a schedule. The schedule revolves around you.
No.
That's
The only problem
that's a nice
is,
freedom.
the only problem is, it's just a slight problem. You need to employ several people full time because you have 2 people in the front, and then you have someone that runs around and cleans for you. And yeah, I mean, the fuel isn't cheap.
I'll tell you the
This
bigger
runs
problem.
about £15,000 an hour.
I think
So-
the bigger problem is the 50 million
Yeah, an
quid
hour.
to buy the thing.
Yeah, this costs 10-15,000 pounds an hour. Yeah, easily.
That's not the biggest problem either.
And I think
it's the 50 million quid to buy it.
Yeah, but no, forget about it. But that's the only slight issue.
Just, yeah, nuances.
Smash there, but that's not the point. I'm still in a private jet, so you need to buy my course.
Right. I don't know how this vlog's going to turn out. It's been the most random, random of
Yeah,
days.
it's fantastic.
We've ended up, as I mentioned at the beginning, motor lux, supercars, punctuated with private jets.
Yeah.
And as I promised,
Exit pull.
here we are.
Should we pull it?
Yeah,
what
why not?
happens.
We're not at 40,000 feet, so what's the worst?
Oh yeah, exactly.
I've always wanted to slide down one of the
Yeah, let's do that.
inflatable
Can I
slides.
pull that?
She's
Oh,
like,
no.
hell no.
She said, no, hell no.